Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a viewer request for BTS, and the song is called Spring Day. I have not heard this one yet or seen the video, so very much looking forward to it. I have done a number of reactions to BTS so far. I will put a link in the description to my playlist for them if you want to go and see all of my reactions to BTS in one place. Also in the description, I will put a link to their channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. I really do encourage you to do that. At the very least, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't hurt at all. And I hope you will hit the subscribe button on my channel too. It helps a lot. Thank you very, very much to those of you who have subscribed and liked videos, commented, sent information. Also, sharing videos helps to bring more people to the channel. So thank you very much for that. In the description, I will also put a way to bump up your request and get it much, much quicker than on the regular list. Just use one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to, of course. And if you have a shout out name you prefer, you can let me know that too, and you will get your reaction very quickly indeed. In terms of the messages you send, I read all of the original messages. If you put a message on a message, I don't get notified, so there's a good chance I won't see it, so just be aware of that. And I answer as many as I possibly can. All right, let's have a listen to BTS Spring Day. Big hit. Snowy spring day. Does happen.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다 널 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무
Great vocal there, but I was just going to say as we were coming in, I like that sort of almost punctuation of the piano coming in at the beginning. That pulse.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다 널 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 약속한 시간 나는 우리가 밉다 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야 8월에도 겨울이 와 마음은 시간에 달려가네 홀로 남은 설국 열차 네 손잡고 지금 반대편까지 가 겨울을 끝내봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까 발동을 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼
Yikes.
날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다
Beautiful.
얼마나 기다려야 분명 밤을 더 세워야 널 보게 될까 날 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까
Could be a relationship, could be good friends like the members of the band, etc. You know, longing to see one another, and of course train rides. I love train rides, but you know, it often implies very long distances between one another. And yeah, I really, really love what they're doing here.
널 보게 될까 날 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 숨겨올 끝을 지나 다시 봄날 순간 흐르는 시간조차 미워 우리가 변한 거지 뭐 모두가 그런 거지 뭐 그래 늙다 네가 넌 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지울게 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까 날 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데 눈꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려라 또 몇 밤을 더 세워라 널 보게 될까 널 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 너 위로 my best friend 아침은 다시 올 거야 어떤 어둠도 어떤 계절도
You can feel the emotion in the vocal as well there, especially there. Uh, yeah, sometimes it sounds like a relationship breaking up. Other times it sounds like coming back together and just missing one another from being apart. So maybe it's a combination of both.
널 보게 될까
Beautiful anyway.
만나게 될까 만나게 될까 너 위로 my best friend 아침은 다시 올 거야 어떤 어둠도 어떤 계절도 영원할 순 없을 건데이나 봐요 이 겨울도 끝이 나요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 조금만 기다리면 며칠 밤만 더 세우면 만나러 갈게 만나러 갈게 데리러 갈게 데리러 갈게 추운 겨울 끝을 지나 다시 봄날이 올 때까지 꼭 그올 때까지 그곳에 좀 더 머물러줘
Nice. Very cool. Shoes on a tree. Sometimes I see people throwing shoes over hydro wires, electricity wires, whatever you want to call them. I'll stop there because we can see, I think, everybody here. Um, yeah, I'm not exactly sure why, to be honest. Anyway, you can let me know if you know, but I do see it occasionally. Excellent, really, really well done. And I like, sort of using the metaphor of spring, you know, passing from winter to spring. Often people say the darkness of winter. Well, it is, at least in my part of the world and many, the days are, the daylight hours are shorter in the winter. So there is literal darkness, a little bit more than in the spring or the summer. But also just, I think emotionally that sometimes people get down in the winter, especially if they're indoors a lot, etc. And then you're really eager for the spring. Even if you enjoy the winter, I think a lot of people are still eager for the spring, for a little bit warmer weather. Of course, it depends where you live, but a little bit warmer weather, a little, the flowers coming up and things like that, sunshine, a little bit more sunshine. And so using this, metaphorically with relationships and friendships and missing people, and the darkness won't last forever. So also using darkness and winter together, because often people think of the dark or of night as the downtime, as the depressing time. I'm not sure that's always true for everyone. Sometimes I find great comfort once the night arrives, and I know I've done all my duty for the day, but I, colloquially, that's kind of what it means. It's a trope, and again, coming into the daytime in the daylight, and things are refreshed and renewed, and that can happen with relationships. You might be in a dark space now, but it can get better. It can improve, one way or another. Either whether the relationship is struggling, or whether you've just been away for a long time, and it can be renewed when you get back together. But people do change. I mean, sometimes you grow apart as relationship partners, friendships, whatever. Sometimes you're just not the same people anymore. I know I met somebody, this was many years ago now, but I had been out of school for many years, high school that is, I'm not talking university, uh, and I ran into someone who I had gone to high school with, and of course we were both adults at that time, and we talked and chatted for a little bit, and it seemed really good at first. And the more we talked, the more it just became, I think, aware to both of us. Certainly did to me, and I could see from the look on his face, it certainly looked to him as well, that we had just, our paths had separated. It's not as, we weren't fighting, we weren't disagreeing, nothing like that, but it's just like, we're not the same people anymore. This isn't going to be the friendship it was. So it just happens. It's not necessarily bad. It's just life. It's just sometimes that happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you stay friends for 80 years, if you live long enough. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. You let me know what you think of the song. I thought they did an incredible job as always. You can give it a thumbs up. You can also let me know in the comments. Also, check in the description for a link to their channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artists. And also a link to my playlist for BTS if you want to see all of my reactions in one place, and a way to bump up your request and get it much quicker than on the regular list, which is many, many months wait at this point. So just be aware of that. I don't mind adding to it. But sometimes people send messages saying, "Where's my request?" Well, it's about 6 to 7 months away yet. So that's just the way it is. But you can get it much faster if you want. All right. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening. Keep having fun. Until next time. Bye bye for now.